there, people of the internet, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where it's Shark Week. So I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is Beast Wars 2 Hellscream. This is a weird cybernetic Transformer shark. So, a little bit of background. Not enough to do you any harm. As once legendary YouTuber may have said. Hellscream is from the Beast Wars 2 continuity. Now, he used to be this guy. This is Beast Wars 2 Starscream. But he was infused with Anglemois energy. I'm not sure how you pronounce Anglemois. But he was infused with this energy. It's like a Unicron type of corrupting energy. It's become more powerful and was turned into Hellscream. As you can see, they look really nothing familiar whatsoever. But anyway, he became Hellscream, which is one of the most metal names in Transformers. So, he's a shark, a robot shark. My eyes used to not be able to comprehend this guy. But anyway, let's just talk about it. This guy was a kind of grail for a long time of mine. And at TF Nation, I think the first TF Nation, I wanted to find this guy and I couldn't. And basically, I did buy him. I bought him in the bar on the Saturday night, but it was a drunken eBay purchase, not actually a purchase as a part of the show. So, you know, a drunken eBay purchase at the bar has become a kind of tradition of late for me at TF Nation. And this is a guy I bought because I couldn't find him at the show. And I think me and Emily Pugh were both looking for one. And so I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm buying it on eBay. Because I'm a drunk. But yeah, I like this mold. This is one of my favourite Beast Wars mold. There was originally Cyber Shark. Oh, he's gorgeous. As you can see, lots of the main bits are reused here. But all this just random robot stuff is on him. He's got this big spiky head that originally I just couldn't comprehend this. Because I thought these were just like these weird eyes at the front of it, bloggling eyes. And then I realised sharks don't have yellow eyes. Sharks don't have red eyes. Sharks have cold, black eyes. So these are the eyes of Hellscream. And then this stuff that's going on here makes a lot more sense, in a way, if it could ever make sense. It is ugly as shit. But intentionally so. So yeah, so we've got that addition. We've got these flippers. Let's call them flippers, shall we? We've got all this great harpoony and cybernetic details on them. The fin looks like it's had a control tower fastened around it. And then this huge just propeller turbine just fitted on the back. It's just crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. And I like how stuff overlaps here. Stuff overlaps here with a fin and there's stuff over the top of it. But this bit, man, this is just like, we've just placed this thing over the top of it. So we just have a couple of features in this mode, apart from the obvious weird stuff. So you can pull this button here and whoop, that entire thing shoots off to attack people. So you've got that, and then even more like plain cybernetic face that the original also had. So that's not been remolded at all. And then we can get this. We can separate this blade out from there, and this can fasten into there, and there's a button here. I can also fire out there. So you know he's got a couple of firing missiles out of that. There's some more missiles stored in here. We need to transform him to get to him. And that's what we'll do, because he's a transformer and he does transform. Remove this bit. Then that's the main chunk of the transformer. So we open this up like so. Fold these up here. Fold these down. Bring this arm out. Bring this arm out. Make sure that's pegged in there. Flip out these feet. And that's Hellscream transformed. It's brilliant. Simple and brilliant. So as you can see, he's this weirdness has come into play in this mode as well. They've got this absolutely grotesque head sculpt. Oh, look at that. It's like something out of Hellraiser, isn't it? Ah, it's like his mouth's been kept open by a couple of balls or something, I don't know. And those yellow eyes, you know, surrounded in red. He just looks like he's in pain. As you can notice, he's got this nice arm here, and he doesn't have a forearm on his other arm. That isn't something that's missing. That is purely intentional. Again, the main body bit is exactly the same, really, as Cybershark. You do have a missile launcher in the chest that folds out, folds back in. Just in the interest of asymmetry, they've then just done a really robotic thigh there. So, you know, so it's got a robotic thigh and an organic looking thigh. But both boots, as it were, are the same. So yeah, regarding the missing arm, that's when this turbine thing that we removed comes into play. If we flip this bit down, we can expose a port there. There's a peg there, a peg arm, as it were, and we're pegging him into place to give him this huge turbine blaster arm. That looks pretty deadly. You can hold this blade part as a weapon, and you could, in theory, plug all that back in. That looks a bit ungainly. What I've found is in this mode is we've got that control tower here. There's a slot there. If we just bloop, click that into place, that gives it somewhere to store. And so there we have a fully tooled up Hellscream, not Cybershark. So we can actually press up here, and we have these missiles. I don't really want to be able to make out the face on those. They've got these friendly shark faces on them, just like Cybershark did, and so has plenty of ammo for his missile launchers, and that is just absolutely gorgeous. So if let's do a quick comparison. Yeah, let's transform the guy quickly. Let's see, so these on peg, these round. So the comparison with his former self, Starscream, as you can see, he looks absolutely nothing alike. There's no. I think if we were doing it now, if we were doing it in 2018, and we were doing a character that was a plane that was powered up by some strange energy and turned into a shark, we would, a mutant shark robot thing, we would take design cues from the plane and from the character to bring over and have that little flavour of it, so you can see a connecting thread. But here, no, they've both got yellow eyes. If that's any justification. And then if we get good old Cyber Shark here. One of my favourite Beast Wars figures. You can see that there's so much that's similar, but then there's these loud accents that are just completely different that makes it a different character. It might have been nice if we would have gone for a different shade of the shark skin, and they've gone for a different shape, different colour inside, but it would have been nice if they would have remoulded that, and maybe if they would have remoulded the bottom half of the legs as well, or at least one of them, to make it into that Hellscream kind of asymmetrical stuff that's going on there. But they both look really good together. So I have this guy, I have Sharp Edge, I now have Hellscream. The only one I'm missing now, I think he's called Overbite or Cyberjaw, one of those names. It was a Transformers Universe release of this mould, and the only difference is he had his Decepticon symbol on there, and I think maybe some of the lesser paint apps than this guy has. And then that's it, then I have every iteration of this mould. But yeah, he looks absolutely terrifying. Just and weird and goofy and proper, Japanese Beast Wars 2, which is great. And that's why he's this week's Transformer of the Week. Enjoy Shark Week. Come on, people. Show me your sharks. Make a video about a shark transformer. I don't know. Do whatever you like. Or maybe show us some shark art or something like that. But, let's enjoy Shark Week as Transformer fans. That's why it's this week's Shark Week Transformer of the Week. Join me next week with more Transformers, more weeks. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because you deserve it, let's bump, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!